The Super 8 clash between Pakistan and Sri Lanka was nothing short of a blockbuster, delivering high-intensity drama, breathtaking stroke play, fiery spells, and heart-stopping moments that kept fans glued to their screens from the very first ball. Whenever Pakistan and Sri Lanka meet on the big stage, history reminds us of classic encounters filled with tension and unforgettable performances. This Super 8 thriller added another golden chapter to that rivalry, showcasing passion, resilience, and world-class cricketing brilliance that defined the spirit of the tournament. As the teams walked onto the field, expectations were sky-high. Pakistan, known for their unpredictable yet dangerous brand of cricket, carried the hopes of millions of passionate fans. Sri Lanka, with their disciplined approach and fearless young talent, looked determined to dominate the contest. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric, with chants echoing across the stands and supporters waving flags proudly, knowing that a semi-final spot could be influenced heavily by this crucial encounter. Winning the toss proved to be an important moment. The captain who called it right had a clear plan in mind, understanding that conditions would play a massive role. Early on, the pitch offered just enough assistance for the bowlers, making the first few overs a true test of patience and technique for the batters. Pakistan's openers stepped out with intent, looking to establish dominance from the start. The first boundary of the innings ignited the crowd, a perfectly timed cover drive that signaled attacking intent. However, Sri Lanka responded quickly. Their new ball bowlers maintained tight lines and lengths, extracting movement and bounce. A breakthrough came when a sharp delivery nipped back in, crashing into the stumps and sending the crowd into stunned silence. That early wicket shifted momentum and reminded everyone that this would be no easy chase or straightforward batting display. The contest was alive. Pakistan's middle order then took responsibility. The partnership that followed became one of the defining moments of the match. Rotating strike intelligently and punishing loose deliveries, the batters began to rebuild. A series of crisp pull shots and elegant drives brought the required run rate under control. Sri Lanka attempted to slow things down with spin, introducing their experienced tweakers into the attack. The battle between bat and ball intensified as the ball gripped slightly on the surface, forcing batters to carefully pick their shots. One particular over changed everything. A flurry of boundaries, including a towering 6 over long on, shifted pressure back onto Sri Lanka. The crowd erupted as momentum swung dramatically. Yet, just when Pakistan seemed in control, Sri Lanka struck again with a clever variation, a slower ball that deceived the set batter, resulting in a crucial wicket. The game continued to oscillate like a pendulum, neither side willing to give an inch. As the innings progressed toward the death overs, acceleration became essential. Pakistan unleashed their power hitters, targeting the shorter boundaries and capitalizing on fielding restrictions. A stunning scoop shot over fine leg drew gasps of admiration, while a powerful straight 6 sailed deep into the stands. Sri Lanka's bowlers fought valiantly, mixing Yorkers with slower deliveries, but a couple of mistimed executions allowed Pakistan to post a competitive total that promised an equally thrilling chase. During the innings break, experts debated whether the score was enough. The pitch seemed to be improving slightly under lights, but scoreboard pressure in a Super 8 match can never be underestimated. Sri Lanka began their chase cautiously, aware of Pakistan's reputation for producing magical spells out of nowhere. The opening overs were tense, with both teams probing for weaknesses. Pakistan's pace attack struck early, delivering a fiery spell that rattled Sri Lanka's top order. A sharp bouncer forced a mistimed pull, resulting in a spectacular catch at deep square leg. Moments later, a searing Yorker uprooted the stumps, sending shockwaves through the Sri Lankan dressing room. The pressure mounted rapidly as the required run rate began to climb. But Sri Lanka refused to back down. Their middle-order batters displayed remarkable composure, building a steady partnership that reignited hope. Using smart footwork against spin and calculated aggression against pace, they gradually clawed their way back into contention. A beautifully lofted inside-out shot over extra cover brought up a crucial boundary, signaling intent to counterattack. The turning point of the chase arrived during a dramatic over that produced both brilliance and heartbreak. A dropped catch gave Sri Lanka a lifeline, and they capitalized immediately with back-to-back boundaries. The crowd sensed a twist in the tale. Pakistan responded by introducing a surprise bowling change, and it paid off instantly. A well-disguised slower ball induced a false shot, leading to a straightforward catch in the deep. That wicket shifted momentum once more. As the match entered its final phase, tension became almost unbearable. Every run was cheered wildly, every dot ball celebrated as if it were a wicket. Sri Lanka required a manageable number from the last few overs, but Pakistan's death bowling came under the spotlight. Delivering pinpoint yorkers under immense pressure, the bowlers executed their plans to near perfection. A direct hit run-out added to the drama, leaving Sri Lanka with a steep equation in the final over. The last over encapsulated everything fans love about cricket: nerves, courage, skill, and unpredictability. With runs needed off every ball, the Sri Lankan batter swung hard and connected sweetly for a boundary, bringing the equation down dramatically. The next delivery, however, was a slower yorker that sneaked under the bat. 2 runs were scrambled amid chaos, but the pressure kept mounting. With only a handful of runs required off the final ball, the entire stadium stood in anticipation. The bowler ran in, delivered a full-length ball outside off stump, and the batter attempted a big heave across the line. The connection wasn't perfect. The ball soared high into the night sky, and a fielder settled underneath it calmly before completing the catch. Pakistan erupted in celebration as Sri Lanka fell agonizingly short in what will be remembered as one of the most gripping Super 8 contests of the tournament. The match-winning performances came from multiple contributors. Pakistan's star batter anchored the innings brilliantly, combining aggression with maturity. Their lead pacer delivered a spell filled with pace and precision, while the spinner controlled the middle overs expertly. Sri Lanka's fighting spirit was equally commendable, with their middle-order resilience nearly pulling off a sensational chase. Fielding also played a crucial role throughout the match. Sharp stops in the inner circle saved valuable runs, while athletic catches in the deep lifted team morale. The intensity of the contest highlighted how fine margins can decide outcomes at this level. One misfield, one dropped chance, or one mistimed shot can change everything. This Super 8 thriller will be remembered not only for its nail-biting finish but also for the quality of cricket displayed by both sides. It showcased why Pakistan vs Sri Lanka encounters are always highly anticipated. The emotional roller coaster experienced by fans perfectly reflected the unpredictable beauty of the sport. As the tournament progresses, this victory could prove to be a defining moment for Pakistan's campaign. Momentum in major competitions is priceless, and winning such a high-pressure encounter builds belief and unity within the squad. For Sri Lanka, despite the heartbreak, there were plenty of positives to take forward. Their fighting spirit and tactical discipline demonstrated that they remain a formidable force on the global stage. Cricket lovers worldwide were treated to a spectacle that captured everything the game represents: strategy, courage, redemption, and drama. Social media buzzed with reactions, debates, and praise for the players who delivered under pressure. Analysts hailed it as one of the best matches of the Super 8 stage, praising both teams for their commitment and sportsmanship. In the end, the scoreboard showed Pakistan edging past Sri Lanka in a contest that could have gone either way. It was a match decided by moments: a brilliant yorker, a courageous six, a sharp catch, and nerves of steel in the final over. These are the memories that define tournaments and inspire future generations of cricketers. If you're a fan of thrilling cricket highlights filled with explosive batting, crucial wickets, and unforgettable finishes, this Super 8 showdown between Pakistan and Sri Lanka delivered it all. Matches like these remind us why cricket remains one of the most beloved sports in the world. The passion, the rivalry, the drama, everything came together in a single night that fans will talk about for years to come. Stay tuned for more incredible cricket action as the Super 8 stage continues to produce edge-of-the-seat entertainment and legendary moments.